Hi, and welcome back to Inside the District. I'm Matt Mazzone, Superintendent of Schools. It's been a while since we came back with our monthly show, but we are back. School year has started off strong, and monthly we're going to bring principals along with staff members on the show, just like we did last year, and we're going to be discussing all of our goals, all the new things that are happening within the school. But we have a new caveat that we're adding. This year we have our unsung hero, and that is a staff member through the school who's making a positive impact on the students. That's not always just a teacher or administrator. So many different staff members. So you're going to hear from one of them today. Also, we're recognizing students, right? Because that's why we're in school. We have over 5,000 students that attend Millville Public Schools. So we're highlighting first the high school. So we have 2 students that we did interviews with earlier in the week that we're going to show on this show as well. So we're going to get started, and we're going to start what I said with Principal Jaime Sutton joining us, the best, the biggest school out there. So welcome to the show, Mrs. Sutton.
Well, thank you. Hello, everybody.
All right. So Jaime, right now you have, I think, almost over 1,500 students right now.
As of today, 1,572.
1,572. Yep. So that is a monster-sized school.
9 through 12.
Right. So we're going to do a lot of unpacking with that. And last year we talked about the history of it and so forth. But let's just talk about what's on your desk right now. What are some of those things that are, you're excited about? We're probably 30-some days in the school year.
We are. So there's a lot of things on my desk. People always joke, where do you find time for things? So one of the main things this year is, as always, testing. We're doing the New Jersey adaptive field testing.
So new testing that the state has put out. So you have your NJ GPA going.
NJ GPA for the juniors.
And NJ SLA. And now it's a new test that the state has put in place.
An adaptive test, a new platform.
Right.
It's new for the students. It's new for the staff. It's new for everyone.
So everybody's probably feeling a little angst right now. They're like, we have a test right now.
Yeah.
Does the field test count? Is it impacting our students in any way, the field test?
I think it's just a way for the state to gather information about our students.
Yeah, right.
Considering that, for the math portion, it's every student that took Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry last year.
And with the field test, that is literally, they're just collecting the data. For the test questions to make sure there's validity to it. So, it's always new. Every day, being in public education, we're always...
I always say it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. So the other thing I know that's on your desk that we've been focusing on is chronic absenteeism, the importance of showing up.
Every day. Every day counts.
Yeah.
When I do my parent newsletters, I always put a blurb in about coming to school, the importance of coming to school, especially in high school, because a lot of people think that it's our district requirement. It is that students need to be in school, but it's also a requirement for graduation.
Right.
So students not only need to pass their classes, they also need to meet the expectation of time in school. So we're really honing in on chronic absenteeism this year with our communication to parents. We always send the attendance letters home, but it's more of the honing down on the incentive and the honing down on speaking with parents and making those personal calls, finding out where the students are, what's going on, utilizing our new truancy officer in the district to visit those residences to see what is actually happening.
Right.
And it's 18 days total they can only miss for a whole school year out of 180 days. So that's the broader picture, that we're in school for 180 days. And when you think about it, if you miss more than 18 days, if you miss 19 days, one day over, you're chronically absent.
Right. So, if you're absent 10% or more of the school year, you're identified as chronic absent. One of, the high school, along with every other school that we have in the district, we had a high chronic absenteeism rate. So every school had to create an action plan, and that's, it's not uncommon.
Right.
That's happening throughout the state, especially what we're seeing the numbers after COVID. So the state wants you to be under 10% of your students, 10% of your whole student body have to be under that chronic absenteeism rate.
Right.
And right now we're sitting, I think, at the high school around 35% of students. So we have some work to be done. But
right. And through the PBSIS team, we worked with Rutgers last year through PBSIS. So this year we're really honing in on those tier 2 students.
Right.
And looking at their absenteeism, how it relates to their grades. And because regardless of if our students are in sports or extracurricular activities, our clubs, performing arts, you have to be in school in order to participate.
Yeah. And I think that's that driving force when you talk about incentives.
Absolutely.
And you just named them all. So students have to want to come to school. We'll be that one to nudge as well. But the amount of offerings at the high school is so encompassing. You have everything. I was just in another meeting. We were talking about the 30-hour clubs. And
right.
So you're constantly building new clubs.
And it's our staff that do the 10-hour, 20-hour, 30-hour, 40-hour clubs on top of the sports, on top of the performing arts. One of our teacher that you're going to meet today, she does a horticultural club with the students. We have a book club, a crochet club, ceramics club, just different things that our students want to be involved in. And they just find an advisor, a teacher that wants to take on that responsibility and be the advisor for that club, and then they get the club approved. So when people think about high school, they think about sports, they think about performing arts. But there's so much more. We have over 30 clubs at the high school right now, extracurricular clubs that the students meet once or twice a week.
So let's take you back. If you were back in high school, what club would you really look forward to the most?
I would probably do the horticultural club.
Yeah, all right.
Because it's something I've always liked. I guess my mom and my grandmom brought that up in me with, planting in the yard in the summer and having a garden room and things like that. Like I do that now. And Lisa Bowen that you'll meet in a little while, she comes in with her horticultural club and takes care of the plants in my office, and we have conversations about them. So, yeah, I would definitely do the horticultural club.
What do you mean she comes in to take care of your plants?
So
it means that you don't have a green thumb? Let me see that
No, I have
thumb.
a green thumb. I have a green thumb.
All right.
But sometimes she comes in and checks up on me to make sure I'm doing the right thing, like the right amount of water, the right amount of nutrients. She brings in her tools to measure with her students. So when she comes in with her clubs, and they sometimes take little snippings and go and plan and propagate plants that I hope I use the correct term, Lisa. But Yep.
All right. And so let's talk about you have so many different programs going on. You talked about the clubs that you're excited about. Why don't you take us through one that you're really excited with the TV studio?
I will. So we have our TV studio that is up and running, and our teacher staff member in that studio, Christian DeFrancia, has taken on the role of overseeing our Millville in the Morning show. So instead of having our announcements over the PA system, his classes, first block and second block, do the announcements for us in the morning. And it's streamed live throughout the school. The teachers put it on so the students can see it. It's on our MHS website, a link, so everybody can go to our Bolts YouTube channel and watch our morning announcements in the morning. And I got some questions because we always did the Bolts Bulletin that we always posted for our parents and students and families to see. That is still there. So we didn't do away with the Bolts Bulletin. What happens now is Christian and his students take the information from the Bolts Bulletin and make it into live morning announcements with Caela and Michaela.
Wonderful. I love that studio is now coming to life.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing the work that they do. And he's reached out to other staff members and said, hey, if you want my classes and I to come in and video anything you're doing and film, reach out. So he's making those connections with his students, with other staff and students at the high school.
So you don't have to be always in front of the camera. So we have students. So do we have classes for editing?
We do. Yeah, they do it all. We have a huge editing room. So the students that don't want to be in front of the screen, they get to go in the editing room and do the behind the scenes work, the camera work, the microphones. And because, some people just aren't comfortable being in front of the camera all the time. So.
Right. You would have definitely been in front of the camera, though.
You think so?
Yeah, Mrs.
I'm
Sutton.
kind of behind the scenes kind of person.
Oh, that's what you think. So let's go to the next, another exciting opportunity, Mavericks Market.
Mavericks Market. Right. So when the construction happened at the high school, they had a spot for the school store. And it was dormant for a few years, and staff members came to me and said, hey, we have an idea. So there's a Mavericks Market, but it's also there's a part for the staff, and then there's also an upcoming part for the students. So right now it is open to our staff members. Christy Lupergola and her class, her program, are overseeing the staff portion of it, and she sent a survey to the staff to say, hey, what goodies would you like? So instead of staff, having to worry about, I forgot this, or I need a little snack, it's open to them at certain times during the day, and it's student run. The students run the cash register, they keep inventory, they stock. They do it all, and Christy oversees it. Moving on to the student portion, Mike Banwar and his class are going to do the student portion of it. So he's already ordered Millville High School branded supplies for the students. He wants to branch out into T-shirts and school gear. So it's exciting now. But I'm looking forward to even more when the students can come in and utilize that time.
Wonderful. And is the market open right now? I know we toured it earlier this week.
The market is open.
It's open?
Yeah, it's open at specific times at the beginning of the blocks for staff.
Yeah, I need to know that time so I'm not running to Wawa for a Diet Coke.
Yeah, you can just come right over to Mavericks Market. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep. And it's with the branding. Val Forbes, in his graphic design class, he's coming up with posters for it and price lists, so it's all going to be branded with Maverick.
All right, and now the next thing that we have, and you've touched base on it a little bit already, about the Bolts Greenhouse.
The Bolts Greenhouse, yes.
So not what's going on there, but what's growing on there.
What's growing? Yeah, how's it growing? How's it growing? Well, you'll see in pictures coming up, and I don't want to steal Lisa's thunder.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
I don't want to steal her thunder, but the Bolts Greenhouse is absolutely amazing. So Lisa and Coach Latour in the classroom next to her have a huge undertaking with the greenhouse.
I didn't know Mr. Latour was part of it.
Yeah,
as well.
He is part of it. Yep. So it's literally right off of their classrooms, and it's on the second floor. So when people think of greenhouses, they always think of on the ground, but this is actually right off of their classrooms on the second floor, and everything is right at their fingertips. As you can see, state of the art. It's amazing.
Great. So I'm looking forward to we'll have Miss Bowen on, and we can talk a little bit more
amazing.
about that.
She's wealth of knowledge.
All right. So we're getting ready getting into the holiday season. We have Halloween coming up. So I know you have Trunk or Treat happening.
Trunk or Treat. It's our fourth annual. PBSIS sponsors at Trunk or Treat. I think we have close to 35 or 36 cars that have signed up already. There's going to be face painting, and we do it for the children in the community. It's not for high school students. Our high school students actually participate. Yeah. So the club advisors, sports, seniors, anybody that wants to put a car in, they do it for the children in the community. So it's 4 to 6 next Thursday, October 30th. So everyone's invited to come and join us.
And just in closing, so Halloween. You have a lot of holidays that you probably like.
Right.
What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday? I would have to say my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
This is taking me back. I thought this was a perfect transition because your birthday falls on Halloween.
My birthday does fall on Halloween, yes.
All right, but you're saying Thanksgiving. I imagine you mean
for
Halloween.
47 years, trick or treat has always been on my birthday. Yep, there's a whole tradition of trick or treat in my household, yes.
Yeah, love it.
Yep.
All right, Mrs. Sutton, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Excited for this school year?
I am.
Awesome.
I am.
All right.
5 years going as principal, and it's been an amazing experience.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you again.
Thank you.
We're going to go to commercial and come back with Mrs. Bowen.
Family owned, service oriented. Since 1960, Allen Associates has been a leader in insurance and financial services. We provide insurance services to roughly 300 groups, ranging from 2 to several thousand lives in the private and public sectors. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve.
Allen Associates is the place to see. One-stop service, the best that can be. Whether finance, insurance, health, or medical, Allen Associates will make life so practical.
Call Allen Associates today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services in Vineland, New Jersey.
Hello, my name is Craig Atkinson, and I am president of the Millville Thunderbolt Club. The mission of the Thunderbolt Club is to enhance the athletic experience of Millville High School student athletes. We provide a myriad of services for these athletes, including end-of-year recognition banquets for all teams, stipends for teams and individual athletes, college scholarships of $35,000 per year, meals for special events, as well as hosting the Mike Trout Millville Thunderbolt Club Golf Tournament and the Millville Sports Hall of Fame. Please visit our website at millvillethunderboltclub.com for additional information.
Welcome back to Inside the District. I'm Matt Mazzone, Superintendent of Schools. So our first segment, we were fortunate to hear from Principal Jaime Sutton to hear about all the things happening, great happenings at the high school. And now we're going to transition to our teacher focus. And we have Miss Lisa Bowen joining us. So welcome, Lisa.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Lisa is a science teacher extraordinaire at the high school. So she does so many different things, and we're going to hear about it. So welcome once again, Lisa. Take me through, because I love starting to say, like, take me through your educational journey. And let's go back to where you grew up. And then we'll go from there. So where'd you grow up?
Okay, well, I'm originally from North Jersey in Bayonne.
Bayonne.
In Bayonne,
All right.
which is about 10, 15 minutes outside the Holland Tunnel, outside New York City. And from there, I went to Bayonne High School, graduated in 1989. Went to Montclair State University, where I have a bachelor's in nutrition. And then I went to Richard Stockton College, where I got another bachelor's in biology. And then now currently I'm working on my master's in horticulture from North Carolina State University.
Wonderful. So take me, how did you end up as a teacher? So you went through all this, especially you have a background in nutrition. What made you go on that pathway to be in the field of education?
Well, I actually never sought out to be a teacher. I originally started doing lab work. And shortly after I got married, I had my daughter. And I was looking for some work where I can just maybe do some substituting. And while I was there, my husband, Steve Bowen, is already a teacher at the high school. And so I was kind of somewhat known as, Mrs. Bowen, she has some degrees in science. So I was kind of asked if I wanted to take over some science classes just as a long-term substitute. And that was 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's how it started.
Yeah, that's how it started.
And I always use the term, if you have a science certificate, that's called a unicorn in education. So, that's sought after. So thank you for that. Thank you for choosing Millville 20 years ago. Did you meet your husband, Steve, here? Oh, he was already...
Well, he's from Millville.
Okay.
He went to Millville High School. He went to Montclair State, and we met at Montclair State.
Wonderful.
And after we graduated, I just felt the pull down to South Jersey, and
Beautiful.
I've been here ever since.
Wonderful. And then let's stay with your family. So take us through, do you have any children?
I do. I have a daughter, Shaylin. She's 21. And I have a son, Connor. He is 18.
And they're both in college.
They are both in college. It's funny because Connor is going to Montclair State, my alma mater.
All right.
And Shaylin is at my other alma mater, Stockton.
Great. Do they want to follow in the path of education?
Connor is a history buff.
Oh, I like that.
He knows all kinds of stuff about history and all kinds of stuff about geography, stuff that I don't know all too much about because he knows all kinds of trivia. Shaylin is following in my footsteps. She is studying sustainability with a focus in energy at Stockton.
Wonderful.
And she does work at their sustainability farm that they have at Stockton.
Where's this? Is that, let me think of, who's the professor that's running that? Do you know?
His name is, I can only give it first
Yeah,
name.
I
His
have to
name's
remember.
Richard.
Okay. Yeah. And I believe, are they also doing tapping in the tree, pulling syrup from the tree?
They do
Yeah.
with the maple trees,
Yeah,
and
the
they sell
maple.
their syrup at their fall and their spring markets. And
So this is what your daughter's involved with?
yep,
That's wonderful.
I keep asking her when the potatoes are ready so I can get some potatoes. I want my potatoes
Great.
and beets.
Before we get into what you're teaching and how you're impacting students at the high school, take us through outside of education. What are some of those hobbies and interests that you have?
Well, naturally, I like to garden. I like to get my hands dirty, and I like to experiment in my own yard. What's going to work? What's not going to work? I love to do art. I specialize in like pointillism, like dot art. I make beaded bracelets. I do yoga. Yep.
Lisa, you're calming me down pretty well here. This is good.
I do yoga for the district.
Yeah, I know.
So
I see you.
Everybody come out, do some yoga.
What days are
get
you
some
doing
done.
the yoga for the teachers?
Well, Karen
all staff?
McCafferty does the schedule for the wellness, and we schedule the yoga classes for the district on Wednesdays.
Wonderful.
There's
So,
times Lisa tells me I need to go to her yoga class.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all going to be different times. Like we're working with different times, and I think they're going to start moving me to different buildings.
Great.
So for everyone watching, one of the district initiatives is the mental wellness, not just of our students, but also staff. So thank you to Lisa Bowen, also Karen McCafferty, who is our HR director. So they are now growing this out. So staff have the chance to do yoga after school. So just many different things. I know we're looking to play pickleball. So we have a pickleball tournament.
Today.
Are you in it?
It's tonight.
Are you in it?
No, I'm not in it.
No, you're not in it.
For some reason, I just never gotten into pickleball yet. So
You'd probably be very competitive at it.
I probably
We should have
would.
teamed up. Oh,
Yeah.
man,
Oh,
I can't
boy.
believe I missed that.
I would miss.
You would miss. So let's now transition into the day-to-day, what you're doing in the school, the impact you're making on the students. So I know with the master's program, you have this, you have a project, your master's thesis.
Well, it's not a thesis. So there were two routes. You can do thesis program
Okay.
or you can do project. And I chose project. I just felt as an educator, a project would just be most impactful.
Practical, yeah.
Yeah, and since we have the new school and we have these two giant empty courtyards, and one of them is about 9,300 square feet, and that is my master's project, where I want to really put, not just spaces for the students to eat, but, we want to have like a meditation labyrinth. We want to have outdoor classroom. We want to have native pollinator gardens. We want to have an outdoor greenhouse, and just teaching and learning spaces, not just a nice walkthrough.
So this is your chance to give a plug, because I know for this to come to fruition, it's going to cost a lot of money.
It is going to cost a
Yeah,
lot of
so
money.
I mean, if there's anybody out there that wants to make donations to support this would be a wonderful thing as well. You can reach out to me, Mrs. Sutton, or Mrs. Bowen. So wonderful.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and I know I was walking through with Mrs. Sutton, and I saw the raised garden beds. What's the
Well, the
vision
raised,
for the raised
garden beds, they are made out of corrugated metal. They're about 2 feet high, and I purchased them with our funds from the greenhouse that we made last year. And the man from Impact Harvest, they run the Millville Community Garden.
Mr. Barnes?
Yes, Henry.
Yeah, Henry. Yeah.
Or Harry. Is that Henry or Harry?
Mr. Barnes.
Mr. Barnes
We'll
is
go with
fine.
that.
Yeah. I saw that he was, making these, and I thought they would be perfect for our courtyard. They could be, painted or stylized, and we don't have to bend
he
all the way
made
down to
them?
the ground. Yeah, he came
Yeah.
to the school and made them.
Wow, yeah.
And they're 4x8, and I think they're
Yeah, they're
I think they're
beautiful.
perfect. Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to pick them up and carry them to the.
So
Other
we just
courtyard.
touched on, but why don't you tell us, what are those other projects that you're so excited about, and try to weave in the work that's happening in the greenhouse? Because not many opportunities, schools have that. So if you could share.
Well, the greenhouse is more than just growing plants. Because we also focus on sustainability, and we bring our plants to the Eco Fair in May at Wheaton Village every year. We do a lot of sustainable projects like Hypertufa, which is eco-friendly pots made out of perlite, peat moss, or coconut, and water, and Portland cement. And you make nice little eco-friendly pots. We do stuff with the Clay Club, and we also want to do trash to treasure. So this year we're collecting glass bottles, cutting the glass bottles, and we are inverting them. So the bottom piece, if you can imagine, it will be filled with water.
right.
The top piece with the neck will have a cork with a string, and the plant grows out the top. So instead of throwing out your glass bottles, we're going to make some planters out of it.
And is that something that I guess, individuals, community members can purchase? Are they able to purchase them?
Yeah.
So how would they do that?
Purchasing through now at the school?
Yes.
Well, simply now it'd just be through my email that you're interested in purchasing, and we would fancy one up for them.
I think we can find out how we can use our TV studio, and we can start pushing that out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd
We
be
do
good.
public service announcements.
And we also grow our own herbs, and we dry all those herbs, and we put them in these cute little jars with our Millville greenhouse logo on them, and we sell our own. And the students do all of that. So let's see, those are the flower frogs, those round things with the holes in them.
Right.
They actually go over mason jars. And when you have cut flowers, you put the flowers into the holes so the flowers don't flop out to the side. So we made those in conjunction with the Clay Club last year. On the left, we have the Hypertufa, they were made from like fast food takeout containers. And we made the concrete mix, and we made some planters out of that. And on the right, we have our crew from one of the years that showed up to help at the Eco Fair. And then there's our dried herbs that we put in our little glass bottles.
Ms. Bowen, that's wonderful.
Amazing.
So take me through, because, and I know you said Mr. Latour helps you.
He does.
And I'm sure you have administrative support from Mrs. Sutton. But, you have to continue to advocate. You're the champion for, this CTE program. So what are the things that you want to see how the district can support you in the next 5 years? What steps? So you have a beautiful greenhouse, but I don't want this to die, right? So we have to make sure that this program is flourishing, especially in Cumberland County.
Yeah, to start, I would love to be able to develop like an intro to horticulture course, and maybe beyond that build like with maybe 2 other courses that can flow into a student's program to, just have them aware that there are college programs out there that focus on horticultural science if that's what they're interested in. And it all starts at school. I didn't know as a student growing up in high school that that was a thing. So I'd like to have a program started for horticulture.
And I wonder if we can partner up with Rutgers with that, because I know they do a lot.
Yeah, with the Rutgers Master Gardeners program.
Yeah. So I've told you before, I grew up on a farm. So did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we were farmers in Vineland. So we were flower farmers. So we grew up on 100-acre fresh cut flowers. So with
sounds like
greenhouses, it was. So yeah, it's a shame the farm's not in the family anymore, but it was great for our family. So Lisa, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
And so you can just see the wonderful happenings at the high school, what Lisa's doing, and many other teachers. So we're going to come back after this commercial, and we're going to do our unsung staff member and also do 2 student highlights. So stay tuned.
Family owned, service oriented. Since 1960, Allen Associates has been a leader in insurance and financial services. We provide insurance services to roughly 300 groups, ranging from 2 to several thousand lives in the private and public sectors. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve.
Allen Associates is the place to see. One-stop service, the best that can be. Whether finance, insurance, health, or medical, Allen Associates will make life so practical.
Call Allen Associates today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services in Vineland, New Jersey.
Hello, my name is Craig Atkinson, and I am president of the Millville Thunderbolt Club. The mission of the Thunderbolt Club is to enhance the athletic experience of Millville High School student athletes. We provide a myriad of services for these athletes, including end-of-year recognition banquets for all teams, stipends for teams and individual athletes, college scholarships of $35,000 per year, meals for special events, as well as hosting the Mike Trout Millville Thunderbolt Club Golf Tournament and the Millville Sports Hall of Fame. Please visit our website at millvillethunderboltclub.com for additional information.
All right, welcome back to Inside the District. I'm Superintendent Matt Mazzone, and now we have some special guests joining us, and it's a new segment that we're bringing to the show. And we are now going to recognize the students that make our school so wonderful. So our first student at the high school, we have Miss Caela Smith joining us. Welcome to the show, Caela.
Thank you.
So Caela, you're a senior right now.
Yes.
Take us through, what is that one, you're part of a CTE program, criminal justice?
Law enforcement.
Law
yes.
enforcement. And you're going to be graduating. Tell me what you want to do after high school.
My plans are to attend RCSJ for 2 years and then transfer my credits over to Farley Dickinson. And I'm going to double major in psychology and criminal justice.
Wow. So you already know your plans. It's October right now, but you know what you're going to be doing in the future.
Yes.
Not many students are able to say that.
That's true.
So I did see you on our brand new morning show, right? You're one of the hosts.
Yes, I
the
am.
anchor of it. So you may have a future in that as well.
I was thinking about it. It's a possibility.
Yeah, and you play softball.
Yes.
But I also think that you're good on the camera. So let's have a little fun with this. So if you were coming out, walking into school or getting ready for that big game or the big test, what song would be in the background? What would bring you out to it?
Probably anything Ken Carson, Tupac, all right. Biggie, any kind of rap just that can get my energy up.
Right, getting you hyper.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. So what else are you involved with? So we talked about you in the CTEs, also playing softball. What are some of those other clubs that you're part of?
I'm president of National Honor Society. I'm in Leaders Club, Key Club, Kindness Club. And I do a lot of volunteer work outside of school for Wheaton Arts. So I'm literally always doing something.
That's great. So you lead through a servant style.
Yeah.
That's great. And where'd you learn all that serving from?
It all started with Miss Ma, my teacher for NHS. She just said, okay, we need some volunteer work. And I just started doing it. And I actually loved doing it. So
great. We love that you're able to lead the entire high school, almost 1,600 students with that servant mindset.
Yeah.
One thing that I do love, I'm Italian, I love to eat a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So talking about the cafeteria, I used to love a lunch in the cafeteria. What's your favorite meal?
Honestly, the sides are probably my favorite. I like the mac and cheese, it's really good. But Taco Tuesday,
yeah, good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. And just give me we're going to close it up in just one memorable moment in your career. So you're in your 4th year to high school. What's one of those memorable moments that will stay with you as you go through college and beyond?
Honestly, my teachers, I had really rough moments where I didn't want to come to school, where I had a rough night prior. And Mr. Khan, Miss Mott, Miss Carol, she's retired now, but a lot of my teachers are the reason why I kept going to school. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Caela, thank you so much for being here. I wish you the best on your whole senior year.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now we have another special guest who is a junior at the high school, and then we have Cooper Kennedy.
Hey,
welcome, Cooper.
Thank you.
So I've been fortunate I met Cooper last year, and we've had a pretty strong bond.
Yes, we have.
And, the first thing when I met Cooper, he said to me was, I am the most famous Kennedy, not my brother or buddy.
Wow.
Right?
I'll get buddy out of here.
So Cooper does a lot at the high school.
Yes,
it's interesting because every time I come to the high school, I see him. He greets me at the door. So I got to make sure he's going to classes.
I'm there every day. Trust me.
So Cooper, take me through. What is your favorite class here at the high school?
Yeah, well, there's a few of them. We'll just throw them in here.
Yeah.
There's Jim.
Yeah, love phys ed.
Have Mr. Hallenbeck. Shout out to him. How you doing? And then we have what? Can cafeteria be like a class or not?
Yeah, but let's go with it.
Okay. Cafeteria is another thing. And then financial lit, we had that.
Are you at financial literacy?
Yeah. We had Mr. Markley. He's retired now.
Yeah.
But, We have, this year, brand new. We have history this year. We have Miss Candera. She's wonderful. If you see it, fantastic.
So let's go, because I know somebody else that is pretty much a role model for you is in the school counselor suite.
Yes.
So who is that?
Miss Van Store.
Yeah.
Miss Geared. Miss McDale. She's hilarious. Really, basically, sum it all up, the whole guidance staff.
Yeah, they definitely take care of you.
Oh,
and they do a great job.
Oh, yes, they do.
Making sure everybody's well taken care of,
Yeah.
make sure everybody's in the right emotional state.
And then also if somebody's upset, the
Yeah, that's
guidance
good.
is always open for anybody.
Right.
You know.
So take me, so you talked about Mr. Hallenbeck with phys ed class.
Yes, I did.
So what teacher has inspired you? Who do you look up to?
It's not a teacher, but it's somebody here.
Yeah.
Mr. Lagamba.
Mr. Lagamba, yeah, you're always talking about Mr. Lagamba.
Mr. Lagamba.
And what's he do for you?
He helps me out a lot with school. I knew Lagamba since when I was little.
Yeah.
Like 5, 6 years old.
Beautiful.
And how it all started was they have a Polaris outside, a Gator, and we had Mr. Richter in here too. They would drive me around on the Polaris while my brother did his baseball games. I didn't care about that. I mean, I just care about coming here and just riding around. Yeah.
And it started since you were 5 years old,
Yes, it
and
did.
now you are
And now
an
we're-
integral part of what's happening at the high
Yes.
school. So I see you everywhere. You have the most school spirit
Yes,
I've
I do.
ever seen.
Yes, and also I'll add on too. Can't say a lot of stuff because I would start talking.
Cooper, do you, even outside of all these activities, are you involved in any other clubs?
Yes, not club. Well, I do have a job.
You have a job?
Yes.
What job?
I work at the Child Family Center.
That's right.
I work with Miss Burns.
Mrs. Burns.
She's wonderful. Probably see us too. So
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
I help all the kids.
I appreciate you coming on. So we had Caela, now we have Cooper. So this is just a piece of the wonderful students that we have at the high school, along with both of them spoke about how great the staff are. So thank you to our staff members who make this a great place for our students to learn and to be a part of every day. So thank you, students, for being a part of it, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you. Welcome back to Inside the District. I'm Matt Mazzone, Superintendent of Schools here in Millville. Now we have a new segment that we're starting this year, and that is to recognize our unsung heroes in each of the schools. And we have Courtney Carola joining us from the high school. So congratulations as you're being recognized by Mrs. Sutton as the unsung hero. So let's unpack what that means as you as the unsung hero. And I was able to hear a little bit about your experiences. So welcome, Courtney. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what role you play here at the high school?
So I'm Courtney Carola. I'm a paraprofessional. I'm in the PACE program, which is our COG Mild class, and I'm in with the 9th and 10th grade students.
Great. And prior to being in the PACE program, you were working in the high school in a different capacity.
Yes, I started off, my first 2 years were in the library, and then I got moved to the self-contained ED class, and I did that for a couple years. And then about 3 years ago was when I was moved to the PACE program, and I love it.
Great. And as the unsung hero, and you already talked about it, you love, so you have an associate's degree, you have a bachelor's degree, and and I asked you the question, like, do you aspire to be a teacher? And and you quickly said, like, you love your role as a parent.
I really do.
And why is that?
I just love being like the support for my students, like not just academically, but like emotionally and socially, and helping them like be the best versions of themselves. I want them to always feel like heard and seen and like understood, even if I don't fully understand what they're going through. I want them to have that person that they can trust to talk to.
Yeah, and let's then transition that. So even outside of the PACE program, I know you're also, you started a new club here.
Yes.
So why don't you talk a little bit about that and the motivation behind that?
So we have a GSA here, the Gender and Sexuality Alliance, and it's just a space for kids of all sexualities and genders, whether they are questioning or just an ally or anything like that. They can all meet together in a safe place and be themselves for an hour of the day.
Great.
Yeah, it's just something that I'm very, very passionate about. Just the LGBTQ youth I am very protective over. So being able to step into the role as their co-advisor has just been like incredible for me.
Nice, Courtney. So you're in the PACE program, you're supporting the GSA. Let's go back to the PACE program, and like, what are some of those things that our 9th and 10th graders are doing within that? Because I know there's been some, like, we're growing the program.
Yes, definitely. Well, we have a huge class this year too. We have 16 kids, which is
students.
Way more than we've had in the past. But they're incredible. We have a routine every day. We do our morning work, we do our morning meeting, we play some games together. But when it's time to work, like, they're super focused, usually. We have ELA this semester, we're doing history, and then life skills, and we're actually going to be cooking for the first time this week, so I'm very excited about that.
So what will the students be cooking?
We're going to make brownies this week, and then next week we're going to do chicken and rice. They actually voted on the recipes we're going to make, and we got to go to ShopRite as a class and shop for the ingredients. So getting to teach them, like, how to read labels and how to get the correct thing and, like, compare prices, like, that was really cool too, just to help them, like, help them gain the confidence and independence to be able to do it on their own one day.
Absolutely amazing. Just, I love that's the experiences we're giving to our students. And so when you make those brownies, maybe if you can send me an invitation, I can come over, I can assist. I love cooking.
Absolutely.
Baking I can do as well, and I definitely can eat. So Courtney, keep me, and again, we would love to be a part of it, all the great things that are happening. And just going back to close it up, so you went to Delsea Regional High School?
Yes, I did.
And then take us through your trajectory of saying, like, I want to be, and so when you were 18 years old, maybe that wasn't the career path of going into education. Take us through your mindset of how you ended up here.
I've always wanted to be a teacher. Like, when I was like a little kid, I wanted to be a teacher. So I always knew I was going to go to school to be a teacher. And then some things happened along the way, and I got a different major than what I planned with for my bachelor's, but I still found myself in a school setting, and I was super excited about it. I loved being in the library, but then when I got moved into the classroom, I was like, this is where I'm meant to be. Like, this is my place, this is my niche. Like, I can't see myself doing anything else.
Right, and we love having you here.
Oh, thank you.
And I could just say, if there's any opportunities that you want to go and get a teaching certificate, we can support you along the way. So there's a lot of great things. So we want you staying here.
Yes.
We want your roots here, and hopefully many more years.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Thank you, Courtney,
thank
as
you
our
so
unsung
much.
hero. So that closes up our segment, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you.
Family owned, service oriented. Since 1960, Allen Associates has been a leader in insurance and financial services. We provide insurance services to roughly 300 groups, ranging from 2 to several thousand lives in the private and public sectors. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve.
Allen Associates is the place to see. One-stop service, the best that can be. Whether finance, insurance, health or medical, Allen Associates will make life so practical.
Call Allen Associates today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services in Vineland, New Jersey.
Hello, my name is Craig Atkinson, and I am president of the Millville Thunderbolt Club. The mission of the Thunderbolt Club is to enhance the athletic experience of Millville High School student athletes. We provide a myriad of services for these athletes, including end-of-year recognition banquets for all teams, stipends for teams and individual athletes, college scholarships of $35,000 per year, meals for special events, as well as hosting the Mike Trout Millville Thunderbolt Club Golf Tournament and the Millville Sports Hall of Fame. Please visit our website at millvillethunderboltclub.com for additional information.
Welcome back to Inside the District. Once again, I'm Matt Mazzone, Superintendent of Schools. So hopefully you enjoyed all of our previous segments. At this time, I'm going to do some district updates. And we're going to start with our Governor's Educator of the Year Award. So it's that time of year again. So hopefully all of our families received how you can nominate a teacher or educational professional within your child's school or someone you may know that works in the school. So please, let's fill out, put your submissions in, and we need them by November 14th. You can use the link or QR code here to access on our online form and tell us who deserves to be honored. So again, submission closes on November 14th. Next, we're going to go to our district fundraiser. So this is something new that we've launched, and it's a online fundraising platform for our district with Success Fund. This will allow us to manage all of our fundraisers in one place and easily share them with our families and community. So we will share our fundraiser information monthly along with our community flyers. And once again, thank you for your support in that. And now we're getting ready for our parent-teacher conferences. It's hard to believe that November is just a couple weeks away. So save the dates, and you can see on here. So Thanksgiving break will be here along with our annual Turkey Day game. Let's go Bolts. But before that, we'll have our parent-teacher conferences for all students in pre-K to 8th grade. Your school or teacher will be sharing information with you soon about how you can sign up for a time slot to meet with your child's teachers. I encourage all of our parents, guardians, to take this opportunity to do an academic check-in for your child. It's a great way to build that partnership between home and school. And that is all I have for our district updates. Hopefully you enjoyed the monthly show. So we are back, and we're looking forward to next month. We'll have another school, and we'll do that throughout the entire school year. So once again, thank you for joining us today. I'm Matt Mazzone, and as always, go Bolts.
The preceding program was produced by the Millville Public School System in conjunction with Quinn Broadcasting and is available on Facebook, YouTube, and Channel 22.